Alright lads, this is Fenner from Frenetic Array and I have made my bed. My friend was very disgusted by the fact that I didn't make my bed in some of my previous videos, so I've gone ahead and made my bed. But let's talk about mines, widow mines. How can we dodge them? First of all, we need to know how they work. So widow mines have a radius, and once a target enters that radius, the widow mine locks on. But it takes 1.5 seconds before the widow mine actually shoots the target. So if the target manages to leave the radius during that 1.5 seconds, then the widow mine will not fire and will instead find the next target that is within the radius. So that means that a target can get through and escape the radius before the 1.5 seconds are over, as long as it's not, within it for too long. So the easiest way to look at this is to go ahead and look at some visual examples, which I've just done in unit testers. So let's get straight into those. Alright, so first up we've got a slowling. This poor guy can't make it anywhere, even right on the edge of the radius. He doesn't make it through and he just dies. Then next we've got a speedling without creep. This guy, the first guy on the edge of the creep, makes it through. The second guy makes it through, and then the third guy who's getting pretty close now to the mine. He doesn't make it through, but this really shows that you can start getting closer as soon as your lings start getting faster. Next up, I threw down some creeps so the speedlings get that speed bonus. They go a little bit faster, and as you can see, the first three lings make it through, but the fourth one doesn't make it. But the fourth one is really close to the mine, and this is pretty much the best visual view you will get of how close a speedling can be to a mine when it's on creep, and the last one when it's off creep. So since we have this knowledge now, that means we can use this small technique, which basically makes the mine lock on to one ling that we send ahead. And that ling is going to make it through the radius before that 1.5 seconds is up, and then the other lings are going to follow behind it, running straight over the mine. But because the mine wasted its lock-on time on the first ling, it means that the second pack of lings that are moving behind the first ling are already going to be halfway across the mine radius before the mine decides to lock on, which means they've got enough speed to make it through before the mine fires. So the easiest way to look at this is just to look at the example that we've got on screen right now, and as you can see, it works really well. I'm not sure how practical this will be in a real game, because obviously this is going to be very hard to pull off in a real game. I think you will only be able to use this in pretty early game situations where there's low ling counts, low mine numbers, but in like a real engagement you're not going to be able to pull off this kind of micro. But knowing how close you can be to a mine is really vital to playing against by a widow mine. Because you obviously don't want to be running straight over the top of them, but if you can like run on the side of them, then you can get a really good engagement for yourself. Tunes as well, I'll take that shit, man. Anyway, let's get straight into the build, guys. Woo! So first off, we want to send our first overlord to the natural of the opponent, because we want to see if he goes Nexus first or Forge first. We only want to be doing this build if he does go for Nexus or Forge.